Good morning and welcome to the Brain Health series. This is session number 2 where we're talking about brain health and learning. So we know that lots of people like to do things like Sudoku and crossword to keep their mind sharp. But as we talked about last week, the number one thing for keeping your mind sharp is actually exercise. But I wanted to touch on the topic of learning and brain health. It is no doubt that if we have a lifelong love of learning, we can keep our mind sharp. Learning new things, reading and learning about new things, recipes, learning new hobbies, helps to keep your brain active. What it means is you're creating new pathways, new neurons, and strengthening that brain health. Overall, we do recommend that people try new things regularly because this keeps the brain sharp, active, and learning. In terms of doing things like Sudoku and crossword, yes, it's great to keep your mind sharp. Just remember that's not the only thing that's going to help with cognition. It's part of the puzzle. There are some really good websites and things out there that you can do things like brain games, things like Lumosity or Brain HQ, where they work on executive functioning. Just remember that spending time on screens all the time is not something you want to do for hours and hours on end. So what we recommend is that you are finding new and novel things to learn about all the time, whether it's taking online university papers, there's lots of free ones out there, whether it's learning a new hobby or craft, a new exercise activity, or reading new books and learning about different and interesting topics are all things that you can do to keep your mind active. And that is the most important part, is that you are doing things to keep your mind active. When we do that and we keep learning, we are creating neuroplasticity and making changes within our brain, and that keeps our brain healthy. So that's all about learning and brain health today. If you've got any questions about brain health, feel free to pop them in the chat box below, and we'll be talking to you next week on our next topic, which is going to be brain health and sleep. Have a good week.